my kitchen. And la prima cosa che dobbiamo mettere, the first thing that we need to put on is the fadale. And before I put on the fadale, I am sporting today the colors of my team, because I do live in the Tampa Bay area and we are having a Super Bowl. Yes, a Super Bowl, and our team, the Bucks, are playing. Woohoo! So yes, I do love football. And you know, in different countries, football does not mean the football. In South America, soccer, they call that football. So it's interesting how in different countries, different things have different meanings. So la prima cosa, I'm going to put on the fadale, and I want to say good morning to you beautiful people. Hello, Cola. Hello, we are live. And I have a deliciousness to show you today. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited about this. This is a one skillet lasagna, and it's all vegetarian. There's no meat today. No meat today. So I'm going to get on my fadale, put on here, because we got some amazingness and deliciousness to share with you. I'm going to be giving you the ingredients depending on the size of your families. My husband and I, and it's very, very cold today, even be colder tomorrow. So this is going to, the more it sits, the more tastier, more yumminess is going to be. So what I'm going to do is I am going to be eyeing it. So it could be anywhere from 2 to 3 to 4 tablespoons of olive oil. So what I want to do is I'm probably going to start with 2 tablespoons. This is a non-stick pan. So I'm probably going to start with 2 tablespoons, and I'll see how things are going to pan out. Then what I have here, you know, I always talk about garlic. Garlic is very important because it's high in all kinds of wonderful things for us to help our immune system. I have here 4 cloves of garlic. I also have, for spiciness, yes, because I like it to be a little spicy, I have here an entire jalapeno. And what I've done to my jalapeno is I have seeded it, and I have also removed the embrons, you know, the little white stuff inside, and that's what I have here is an entire jalapeno. Everything I'm utilizing, as I always tell you, is organic. I also have here a beautiful red pepper that I have diced. I also have 1 red onion that I have diced, a pinch or more little spice, you know, the little nice and spicy red pepper flakes. And then what I have here is a half a cup of sun-dried tomatoes, half a cup of sun-dried tomatoes that I have chopped. Also what I have here is I have taken a half a cup of green lentils, and I have washed the green lentils. And yes, guys, this is green. And lentils, you never think of putting lasagna in lentil, or putting lentils in lasagna. It's one of those things I cannot talk, but that's okay. And then, you know, to give it that meatiness, you can use button mushrooms, but in my case, I'm just using these wonderful mushrooms. And I am using about 8 ounces, and you can use 8 ounces or whatever you would like, but you could use different kind of mushrooms, but I am using these wonderful mushrooms that I have here. Also, I'm going to be utilizing an entire jar, and what I have, this is my own jar. I took the tomatoes, I peeled my tomatoes, yes I did, and then I added garlic and basil that's in there. I'm also going to be utilizing a really good 2 cups of fresh, 1 to 2 cups of fresh spinach. In my case, I don't have spinach, but I do have kale, and I love kale. So if you don't have spinach and you have kale, that will do. And what I do, guys, when I bring my kale home, I wash it really well. I put it in 2-cup bags, and I put them in the freezer so I can take them on as I use them. So this is another tip to help you out. On the basil, I'm going to be using a good cup of fresh basil from my garden that I'm going to be chopping up. And then, of course, the pasta part is going to be the no-boil lasagna. Yes, no-boil lasagna sheets. And it's all going to cook in this pan. Yes. So I'm going to walk you through this. And then what I also have here is I have let me grab a spoon so I can mix it up a little bit so I can show you. What I have here is that I have a good 8 ounces of shredded mozzarella, and 8 ounces of shredded provolone, and I also have a 1/3 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. And what I've done is I'm just gonna mix them all in here because this is gonna be the part of the cheese that's going to be making everything so yumminess. All right, so now that I have gone over everything, I'm gonna start my wonderful power going on here. And I'm gonna I'm gonna do it on about a medium to medium high, because I want things to start rocking and rolling. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to as you can see, look at this beautiful olive oil. And you know, guys, give yourself permission to buy some good olive oil. We all need to have good olive oil. So what I have right now is I'm just eyeing it. So that goes that. And I'm just going to grab a paper towel real quick right here, because I got a little bit of olive oil in my hands. And you know, when I was younger, my mom, our moisturizer was olive oil. Yes, our moisturizer was olive oil. My mom would put olive oil in my hair, and my hair was always shiny. It's amazing what you can do with olive oil. Yes, I know. All right, so now what I want to do here is I'm going to take my cloves of garlic. They're all going to go in here. That's how quick my pan is rocking and rolling. Going to get this out of the way. I'm also going to be adding my wonderful jalapeno. I call him a jalapeno man. Hey, Chico, what you doing? And then I'm going to add my little sheets are moving over here, but that's okay. I'm going to add my wonderful red onions. Red pepper. And you know, like I said, this is going to go quickly, and this is going to be wonderful. Now I'm going to have my onions. And can you hear the sizzle? I love to hear that sizzle. I love food, and food loves me. And you know, guys, I went and saw my doctor 2 days ago, and she could not believe of the weight loss that I have had. And I'm not on a diet. I eat what I show you guys. This is what I eat, and that's how I have lost the weight that it took me years and years to try to lose, because I wasn't eating the right things that I should have been eating. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my spezzi, my red pepper flakes. It's just like a little pinch. Just like a little pinch. I'm not going to add my sun-dried tomatoes yet, and I'm not going to add yet my oh my goodness, my lentils. But I am going to add my wonderful mushrooms, because that's what's going to give the wonderful meatiness to this whole entire dish. Okay, well, that fell on the floor. Don't worry about it. I have another one just in case that happens. And there goes Reggie. No, Reggie, you cannot lick that. All right, so now what I want to do is I just kind of want to saute this. I'm going to turn this up a little more. And that's what this is, like I said, this is going to be such a deliciousness. And let me tell you what I have done to my jar of tomatoes. Yes, yesterday I came home, I had all these tomatoes, because right now it's tomato season here in Florida. I just boil the tomatoes until the skins kind of break. I take that off, yes. And then I get a colander, and then I go, this is how my mom and my grandma would do it, and I watched them. And then I would take it, I would smush it like this, and then what you get is you get this beautiful thing. And then what I've done to this is I have added 3 tablespoons of oregano. I have added a tablespoon of salt, and also about 4 or 5 more cloves of garlic. Yeah, garlic. You gotta have the garlic. I love garlic. Love garlic. And this is coming along really nicely. This is sauteing very lovely here, very, very lovely. And it's such a beautiful color. You can see all the specks of color. You can see it like that. You see that? Okay. So, because you know what I'm talking about. And anybody and everybody can do it. And I'm telling you, if you're a mom, and I was a single mom for a long time, if you get your ingredients ahead of time and you can cut them the night before, when you come home from work, it makes it so much easier for you. And especially when you get the things from the freezer, that makes it so yummy. Okay, so now what I'm going to do to this is I'm going to go ahead and add my lentils right in there. As you can see, this is going pretty quick, guys. I'm going to add my sun-dried tomatoes to that. That's going to give such a wonderful flavor to this. Now I am going to get my jar. Oh, yeah, you see my jar? Oh, yes, baby. Ooh, baby, baby. Ooh, this is sauce. This is going to be delicious. Yes, oh, mine. And now what I'm doing is I'm just going to grab a little bit of water so I can get the rest of this, because I don't want this to be thrown away, and I'm not going to wash all this yumminess. I worked very hard for this. I'll be right back. Maybe about a quarter cup to maybe a half a cup. And then what I do is I put my hand like this, yes, or you can put the lid on. And you know, sometimes when I put the lid on, you know, it goes everywhere. Ah, yes. Okay, this is, oh, it worked. It did. And I'm going to add that in there like that. Just like that. So that takes care of that. Okay, now I am going to clear my board because I did get a little bit. So now what I want to do is I want to bring this to a boil. Bring this to a boil. It's making this beautiful sauce already. Oh, oh, I can smell the garlic. I can smell the onions. If we had phone-smell-ition, that's what we would have, phone-smell-ition. Okay, so now I am going to go ahead and turn this up a little higher. I am going to take my sheets and I'm just going to cut them in. I'm just going to stick them in there just like that. You can cut them, you can put them like that. Just going to put them right in there because that's what's going to take for them to cook. I'm going to cut this one in half. Oh, right in here. There goes Reggie. He loves pasta, this dog. And he likes it with spaghetti, with the sauce. Don't you dare give it to him without the sauce. So as you can see, he smelled it and he walked away. He's like, where is the sauce? I don't see no sauce. I'm telling you, this dog has got a mind of his own. All right, so now I'm going to get this other piece right here. And these are no boiled lasagna noodles. No boiled lasagna noodles. And I'm just going to cover this up. As this is doing its thing right now, I'm going to bring the wonderful 2 cups of spinach, or it could be, in my case, I'm using kale. Yes, kale is high in antioxidants. It's wonderful for you. And I love kale. I know there's a lot of you that don't like kale, but let me tell you, the health benefits to kale, you know, are very, very high. But you know what, I also want to tell you about the lentil. You know, lentil is rich in protein, is low in salt, and also it boosts energy, and it's easy to digest. And I'm just going to put that all in here like that, just like that for right now. I'm not really worrying about anything right now. You know, like I say, I would definitely make sure that what I'm using is something that that does not stick, and that's what I'm using, a non-stick pan. Now I'm going to lower my temperature to medium. In the meantime, what I want to do here is I want to grab, and I love basil. I absolutely love basil. And basil, I use, you know, I'm going to use the stems and all. And I'm just going to kind of eye it. And then what I like to do is to bring all of my leaves together and just hold them like so. Take your knife. Your knife goes down, safety first. And then you just kind of keep your fingers behind you like that. You see behind you like that, so you do not get yourself in any kind of trouble. And I like a lot of basil with this dish. I do. And it's delicious. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to put my basil right in there like that. Oh, mamma mia, it's looking good. It's looking really, really good. And now what I want to do is I'm going to come back with my olive oil, and I just want to add a little bit more olive oil. My olive oil, it's a robust olive oil, delicious olive oil. Not yet on the cheese yet. Oh, my noodles are almost done. Wow. They take about 10 minutes, the noodles, guys, and I'm going to bring you here and show you. Oh yeah, I'm telling you, you don't have to put this in the oven. You don't have to do much of anything. It just cooks all in this wonderful pan, all in this wonderful pan. What I'm going to do now is I am going to go back and I'm going to get a little bit more water. So it takes anywhere from a quarter cup to half a cup to maybe, I will not use a cup. It probably will be maybe 3/4. I'll be right back. I'll get some more water. Aspetta, aspetta. Aspetta. Aspetta in Italian means to wait. There goes my beautiful water. And I am using good water because, you know, your health is your responsibility, not the doctor's. So you know, it's time that you take really, what is the word I'm looking for? Take charge of your health. Yes, I'm almost 64 years old and I'm in 0 medications. I do have asthma and I do take medication for asthma. And that's what I have. So now this is looking really, really good. I'm not going to use the cheese yet because we want this to do its thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover this. And then what I want to do is I want to talk to you a little bit more about lentils. Like I said, you know, lentils are easy to digest. They're very good if you're trying to lose weight. And again, you know, I have dieted all of my life. All of my life I was nice and plump. And I tried to lose weight and I tried to lose weight. I have a little bit of basil that I'm sticking in there. And I tried to lose weight and tried to lose weight, but I was not eating the right things. I was eating a lot of sugary things. I was eating a lot of processed foods. I was eating a lot of bread. And you know, and bread is good, but all in moderation. And there was no moderation when I was eating the bread. And I really had to change that, and also the sugar. Yes, we never talk about sugar. You know, and sugar can cause a lot of problems. You know, my father, he died of diabetes, and even though when he was sick with diabetes, I would put 3 to 4 teaspoons of sugar in my 1 cup of coffee. And I have cut down in sugar, I have cut down in fats, and when I use any kind of fat, I try to utilize good fats such as coconut oil, such as olive oil, avocado oil, sunflower oil, good oils. Okay, so now this is almost done. My sheets over here, they're becoming nice and soft. Oh yes, oh my goodness. It's like lasagna in a pan. Lasagna in a pan. I got so excited, you guys, about this dish that I forgot to go get me a plating dish. So I'll be right back. I know, it's one of those days. It's like, it feels like a Monday. I'll just go get a plate. Un momento, por favore. And I have a very beautiful white plate here. Imagine that, it was right at the top. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this because we are almost done. We are almost done. We're almost there, so I want to show you how I'm going to plate this. Let me get my board. Turn it upside down here so I can bring it up some more so you guys can see this. Oh, you know, and you know, when my husband said to me, "What, lasagna? And it's not going to be in the oven?" And like I said, the noodles are almost done. That's how quickly it all works together. So when the noodles are starting to get, because you know, we really like to cook everything to death. And when you cook pasta, you should really eat the pasta al dente. Al dente. Alright, so now that the pasta is almost al dente, because you know, this is how we eat it here in our home. And you can see if I can get one of those pasta guys. Get a fork here so I can show you what I mean. Because, you know, a lot of people don't understand what is al dente. You know, I did not understand what was al dente when I was a younger cook. You know, the more you practice, the more you're going to feel like you can do it. You know, we can do it. The thing is sometimes it's the fear of failing. There's the fear of failing is the reason that we don't even want to try. And sometimes we really have to be brave and step outside of that. And trust me, the first time that I made spaghetti and meatballs, the meatballs, you could actually kill somebody with that because they were hard like a rock. And but I didn't give up. I kept trying. I kept making those meatballs and making those meatballs. So now this is almost there. So now that this is almost here, and by the way, these sheets, what I would do with these sheets, the extra ones, is I would just wrap them up really tight, and you can just keep them. And sometimes if you put them in your freezer or in your refrigerator, they last longer. Yes, that's another tip. I like to give you tips. Okay, so now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to grab my cheese just like that. Oh, look at this cheese. Oh, and for those people that are lactose intolerant, and I know I am, but once in a while, I just got to have this deliciousness, and I am using it all in here. Oh, yeah, baby, I'm using it all in here. And then I'm going to keep some on the top, because I'm going to use that to just put it on the top. So now, what I want to do here is that I just want to move things around. Can you see what I'm doing? I'm moving things around because now everybody's melting with each other. Oh, I'm telling you, I cannot wait till I eat this. I'm hungry. Let me bring you up over here so I can show you what it looks like. Are you ready to go for a ride? Okay, let's go for a ride. Let me see if I can gently do this for you. All right, there it goes, right there. You see it, how beautiful that is? Okay, that is going to be your one skillet lasagna in less than a half an hour, guys, in less than a half an hour. So then now, I'm going to grab a spatula, because I did not grab a spatula. I have a spatula. So then now you can come in here and you can get the lasagna. Oh. Wait a minute, let me move my phone back a little bit because I have you way too close. Oh man, I'm really excited about this dish. I really am. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Hey, here we go. This right here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, and the cheese, oh yeah, baby, oh yeah, baby, look at that, oh, you see the cheese, are you hungry yet? I'm telling you what I am, I don't know about you. Oh, let me get some of that deliciousness, oh, you see that? Oh yeah, baby, oh, you know it. You know you want some of this. Yes, you do. Now I'm going to go ahead and shut this off because it's done. I'm just going to cover this because now it's time to make the plate look pretty. And then we kind of go like this and like that. And you still have all these yumminess like that. And then what I would do is I would come back and just add some more little cheese like so. Just cheese like this, just like that. Oh, and let me show you what you guys made with me today. It's a vegetarian skillet lasagna. Look at the deliciousness. Look how wonderful that is. Okay, guys, that's all I have for you today in this beautiful day that God has given us. Stay kind to yourself. Take care of yourself, because when you're kind to yourself and you take care of yourself, then you are able to be kind and loving to others. I want to thank my sponsors, Cola Harris with FARMASI. I want to thank Steve and Billy with Billy Fishing and Charters. If you're in Tampa Bay and you want to go fishing, oh, he's the guy. I want to thank Dario Rodriguez with Life and Food Superstores. And I also want to thank my beautiful soul angel for giving me such beautiful nails, because really I don't have any nails, but I tell you what, I have nails with this. And I want to thank you for joining me in this beautiful mangiata and this nice cold day. Go enjoy this beautiful vegetarian skillet. All right, guys, blessings to every single one of you. Woo!